In this episode, we explore Marimekko's Hong Kong exhibition, where iconic Nordic designs meets the pulse of the East, bold prints, striking stories, and a celebration of style that transcends borders. This is Hong Kong, a city where anything is possible and everything can change in an instant. I'm Mark Byrne, and this is the inside story of my journey to make Highlife Asia a global reality. This isn't just a show. Every decision, every deal could alter everything. Stay with me, because this is a race against time and the world is watching. I'm Mark Byrne, and you're tuning into the making of Highlife Asia reality TV show behind the scenes. Darlings, we're doing something very, very special today because we are off and just arrived at the Mills, which is in Shinwan line. It's the red line. It's really far. It's really hard to get here. However, I'm so excited to explore this because there's so many great things about this which we're going to be able to see together, because it is all about a beautiful designer, which I'm going to tell you all about. But first, look at all this gorgeousness, and it's actually not really busy out here, so which is really, really good. And look at that, someone's just giving this still in the palm of the hand. Well, it is just very exciting. There's another one. There's just so many things to do and say. I tell you, I got my steps in today, and you're going to come up, and we are going to be exploring. Can you see it? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is if you can't see it, because it is Marimekko. Some people think it's a Japanese brand. It's actually not. It is from Finland. What a gorgeous place, and everything in Finland, though, because it'll be a bit cold. So yes, it's just so exciting with this exhibition. It is only here for like nearly 9 days. So for 10 days, from the 13th to the 22nd. So this is actually a traveling exhibition. So this little episode is very much about lifestyle and culture and learning some stuff. So I'm really excited. Oh, this is pet friendly, but you know, they've got loads of rules still. Look at that light against my face. It is just so exciting. And this is a part of the Centre of Heritage and Art and Culture. Look at that. So it is very, very beautiful, and it is quite humid as well. But we did actually get a good time for it. And look, it's just not busy. Let's go and explore Marimekko's exhibition together, because I've got so much to tell you. I've got so many updates, darlings. Okay, so darlings, let's go and explore this together. This is very, very exciting. Now, this is called The Field of Flowers by Marimekko. Now look at that. Now, what they have is, right, there's just a lot for the eye, the trained eye. So this is, they have 25 individual prints, which is nice. It's by 5 designers, and this is the world tour of it. And this is, they've never been in Hong Kong before. So which is actually quite nice. Look at that, The Field of Flowers. So it is quite amazing what they have done for it. Now, their prints. So how all this basically came about with our Marimekko. So it was basically post-war, and where there was this like, everyone was just like, you know, don't go to florals, don't do this, don't do that. And Marimekko was just like, no, I'm going to do what I want. And that there's what they did. And it is quite thing. So the thing is very much about the bold print and the bigger print, which is quite nice. And it's quite like, oh, it's just like so dreamy, taking it all in. Can you see it, my darlings? And it's really good. So they do a lot with a lot of their prints, like whether it is on cushions or your tote bags, or you got your cup. So which is very good. Just to give you a little bit more of like a background of where Marimekko, welcome back. So it was obviously great, it was post-war, and you know, they wanted to do bigger, bolder prints, and they basically got themselves a name for themselves, so which is good, which ends up, look at those ones, those little dogs just having the time of their life. And yeah, so basically the stuff, because the way the fabric was developed, the space people, you know, was just like, you know, went out in space, that did that. And then Jackie Kennedy was a fan of the print as well, especially more the dress, the baby doll dress, dolls. So which is good. And they just kept growing and doing really, really well for themselves. But with looking at it though, so darlings, look at it. It is just quite spectacular. And with all the little accessories that they have done, look at this. gorgeous. Now, it's very, very spectacular with all the different things that they have that come up with. Now, to be fair, like, you know, I don't want to be a bitch or anything, but this exhibition is really in the middle of nowhere. It's lovely, but it's taken me a while to get out here. And look, is it worth it? I will let you to decide. But look, it is gorgeous though. Now, I need to find the proper entrance. This area is actually very, very nice. I'm so excited. Let's go through and explore together. But, you know, we're going to be nice and respectful and peaceful. So, I don't know how much you know, but Marimekko, well, oh my gosh, darlings, look at this. Now, I thought you would be quite interested in it because of my floral, and that doesn't really caught my eye as well. Both of them like that. So it's really, really good. So about Marimekko, and look, it's pet friendly. I suppose that there's obviously what grabbed my attention with being like a pet owner. And then they've got these gorgeous little tote bags. Now, you would probably seen as well on my more Highlife Asia, because with me doing florals, I had hundreds of prints, and to be fair, my tote bags were a lot nicer than those. But I decided that's $360 for that little tote bag. That is, let me feel the fabric. Well, you know if they can charge it, but look at all, and they've got these lovely little, I would say lovely little scarves. That feels like cardboard. Oh no, I'm not really into that. And I'm not really into the purses, but their cups though, like their line is okay. And then you've got your little t-shirt, and you've got all these little fun things here. So look at that. So it is quite beautiful. And then we've got this one. Okay, darlings, can you see me? And you can see I've got my little bag today because I'm just sick of carrying stuff. But yes, look at that. Isn't this actually just quite gorgeous? Beautifulness. Look, with Marimekko, we know they've done, like, well, say they've done dodge things. But look, I'm 50-50. You know, with the feel of it, but you know, you've got their nice little cups as well to go with it. But if you're going to compare it to Highlife Asia print, I think I prefer the Highlife Asia print because there's many gorgeous things. So if you think I should bring out my merch line for the Flower Wall Company in Highlife Asia, you know, to let me know. But let's just give it another look. I just want to make sure you're getting the full 360 thing. It's up to you, darlings. So you just need to let us know in comments. So darlings, there has been quite a lot of controversy as well around Marimekko's designs. So, and especially in terms of cultural appropriation, because I think we've done some weird things with that is not good against the Finnish and the indigenous people, and also with their sustainability and with their price range. And they've been accused many times of copying loads of different brands, but apparently they've done everything by the book, apparently. So I'm not too sure. Look, I think it's an interesting place, but would I go out of my way to come here again? Probably for the dogs. So the exhibition is nice, but you know, it's much more exciting obviously with the dogs as well. And they're just beautiful. So I think this is what makes it quite exciting as well, where they do make it like quite dog friendly, and it's obviously quite good here that it is dog friendly out here, and all the dogs are hogging the mirror. So what about me and my mirror? You know, because I need to look inside it as well to see how I look and how my hair's doing. If she would just get out of my way, you know, she just wants to, oh, seriously, people just don't take into consideration what I need, what I want. Seriously, darling. But look, isn't it, it's still beautiful, even though that they've went under controversy, and with their pricing, the pricing is quite high, and I felt that fabric, and let's have a little bit of even a touch of this one, like look at my beautiful hand, and it just does feel like cardboard though. It's quite a rough texture, but if that is what they're into, I do wonder if their t-shirts are like that as well though. So it's very, very, no, the t-shirts are softer, but thank goodness for that. But with looking at it though, like compared to my floral prints, which I had, maybe I should do my full merch line around Highlife Asia and florals, except somebody has actually approached me, some sustainable brand, and they want to do little t-shirts and underwear for Highlife Asia. And what would you even think of a t-shirt like mine with a face of my hair, with the hair with Highlife Asia around it? I think that would be quite fun as nice little different apparel. And then you could have Highlife Asia over the buttocks. Would you like that? But no, we will have a line for both the males and the females. So it's quite exciting, all the different things. Right, are we able to get past? I think we are. Just a security guard. Look at that though. Oh my god, look how exciting. Just the inspiration of the murals even on the trucks. Oh my god. Look at that. Never a dull moment, darling. It is just beautiful. And okay, this is different cardboard. Oh my god. I have no idea. This driver just does not give you that his colour is quite embracing my colour. What do you think? What is? I've decided I'm glad I'm using this bag. My little Prada bag. That, to be fair, I've had for years. But I'm not, you know, Scarlett is not sponsoring it. It's only because I was just like, I just can't keep holding everything and being fierce at the exact same time. I'm used to understand conflicts. Darling. So darling, so it's going to go this way as well. It's a great little shopping mall. Quite a lot of things to do. My fans and everything to stop me. Oh, look at that. We have just got such a gorgeous day for it. Being just so busy with just so many things. Hello, darling. So many things. Even the dogs are my fan. Right, we're going to get down here so we can explore all this together after leaving Marimekko. So, because I want to show you this other little place as well. Look at that, the golden cup. So it's very, very artsy out here, which is great. Do love a bit of art. And the florals. But comparing those designs to my design, and literally, really the fabric, I just don't know, darling. I mean, the t-shirt, I don't even know what fabric it was. It was just gross. And even holding those tote bags, you know, it's just like, there's just no softness to it, just all that rough. Unless you're into a bit of rough, of course, you know, but each to the rough. There. Oh my goodness. Here was I hope that you really enjoy exploring this wonderful little exhibition out at the Mills. Look, I had a great time. If you have a lot of time in your hands, maybe you should just come out here and explore. And if you like this type of content, click subscribe and give it a like so you never miss out on an episode. So until the next time, be good to yourself, be good to your friends, be good to your family, and be your true, most authentic self. For the next time, peace out. In the next episode, I journey through Hong Kong Island's top 10 with scenic and beautiful spots, from sky-high escapes to secret shores, every corner a story, every view unforgettable. And if you like this type of content, click subscribe and give us the like so you never miss out on an episode. So until the next time, peace out.